Welcome to the Biopharma Business Intelligence Unit, where symbolic integrity meets strategic clarity. At BBIU, we go beyond the headlines to decode the structural forces behind global biopharma, AI, and economic realignment. If you value precision, verification, and symbolic depth, this channel is for you. Subscribe now to access our weekly briefings, dossiers, and intelligence reports, and consider joining our institutional tier to unlock early warning systems, custom metrics, and exclusive strategic insight. You're not just listening, you're entering the future of epistemic intelligence. www.biopharmabusinessintelligenceunit.com.
Elecsys pTau181, FDA approval, clinical promise, or structural market expansion. Executive summary. On October 13, 2025, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, approved Roche and Eli Lilly's Elecsys pTau181 blood test as the second blood-based diagnostic assay for Alzheimer's disease, following Fujirebio's May 2025 clearance. Marketed as an accessible diagnostic for adults over 55 with cognitive complaints, the Elecsys test targets phosphorylated tau181 in plasma. Clinical trials cited by Roche indicate a negative predictive value, NPV, of 97.9%, enabling clinicians to rule out Alzheimer's pathology with confidence in primary care settings. However, specificity hovers near 70%, with sensitivity ranging from 83 to 91%. This imbalance defines Elecsys not as a confirmatory test but as a triage tool. From a medical perspective, the test does not alter therapeutic conduct. Disease-modifying therapies still require PET or CSF confirmation. From an industrial perspective, Elecsys represents a scalable entry point to the global Alzheimer's diagnostic market, with profound implications for healthcare spending and resource allocation. Structured BBIU Opinion 1. Clinical layer. The Elecsys pTau181 test offers no direct modification of patient management. Physicians cannot initiate anti-amyloid therapies based on blood results alone. Confirmatory P or CSF analysis remains mandatory. Thus, in strict medical reasoning, the test fails the criterion of utility, a diagnostic that does not change treatment conduct. 2. Economic layer. Roche Eli Lilly's strategy hinges on market volume. Every patient above 55 with memory complaints becomes a candidate, translating into millions of annual tests. False positives funnel patients toward additional imaging and specialist referrals, potentially escalating healthcare expenditures. Number 3. Symbolic layer. The test is marketed as democratization of Alzheimer's diagnosis, yet structurally it introduces a new diagnostic dependency. It symbolizes the modern tension between medical necessity and industrial expansion, where accessibility rhetoric conceals the creation of recurrent revenue streams. 4. Systemic risks. If applied indiscriminately, Elecsys could paradoxically inflate system costs by multiplying false positives and downstream testing. Rather than alleviating burden, it may redistribute it from tertiary centers to primary care, but with net economic expansion. 5. Strategic insight. The true impact of Elecsys lies not in clinical transformation, but in market architecture, embedding Roche's Elecsys platform into everyday practice. With 4,500 instruments already distributed across U.S. labs, Roche transforms regulatory clearance into a structural foothold in primary care diagnostics. Conclusion. Elecsys pTau181's FDA approval is less a clinical breakthrough than a symbolic and industrial milestone. It validates the feasibility of blood-based Alzheimer's testing, but exposes a deeper contradiction. Diagnostics that do not alter therapy, yet become mass-adopted through corporate strategy and regulatory framing. From a BBIU perspective, the event exemplifies a structural market capture under the guise of innovation, a case where the medical principle of utility collides with the industrial principle of scalability. You've reached the end of the open section of this BBIU content. The complete analysis, with full data, structural frameworks, and extended annexes, is available exclusively to our subscribers. At BBIU, we believe the real value lies beyond headlines, in the depth of structural intelligence that helps leaders and organizations see further. If you want access to the complete archive and future reports, join us at BBIU and take part in the next level of analysis.